It's not easy to keep a bunch of small children enthralled by reading a story, because your task is to convert the written word into visuals in the mind of the children. And if you can't do that, they'll tell you to your face, bore lagta hai. They will tell you. Why storytelling? Everything is a story in voiceover. A television commercial is a story of a product or a service. A promo would be a story about a story. Documentary would be a story of a person or a place. Even if it's a corporate audiovisual, it's about a company. It's a story about a company. Well, I did a course. That time, the whole concept of having a voice workshop was new. But during the course, I asked myself, what would I really have wanted from this course? And I said to myself that if someday I decide to start it, these are the things I will include, and this is the way I will do it differently. And because these were some of the things that I wanted from the workshop, which I felt I never got. Anybody who feels they have the flair to do voiceovers, many of them come and tell me, I've always wanted to do this. I used to hear others do it, and I've always wondered how I could get to do this one someday. Anybody who's attended this course has an edge over somebody who hasn't. Everything has been broken up and simplified and put across there on the table. So they're able to assimilate it. They save themselves a lot of groping in the dark in unfamiliar terrain when they're dealing with somebody who has walked the walk and talked the talk. Somebody with credibility as a voiceover artist, somebody who's done it all, seen it all, and who's ready to teach. It saves you perhaps years of trial and error. So that's where a voice coach comes in handy. My first task is to demolish all preconceived notions about voiceovers. I start them off on children's stories. Telling children's stories is an art, it's not easy. It requires a lot more modulation and a lot more voice acting than any other genre. Because they have little animals, you have little mouse, you've got a tiger, you've got a bear, you've got to be able to do all these. And anything else, the language in children's stories is simple. So you could focus on all the other finer nuances and not the language. And this is an exercise which stands you in good stead later on when you're doing cartoons and dubbing for different characters. Second is initiating the process of unlearning. Because along with preconceived notions come set ideas of what voiceover is all about. Then starts the learning process. And the learning process would start from basics, literally the ABC of voiceover. All the ingredients that go into making you technically sound. What are the qualities that you require to be aesthetically appealing? The feedback I get is somehow that I'm able to connect with them. And I don't play the role of a professor or a guru. I'm just one of them. I tell them that the difference between you and me is that I started my journey much before you, so I'm further down the road. If you walk fast enough, you can catch up. That's the only difference. And you have to have these skill sets that I'm imparting to get there. There are no shortcuts or no instant noodle recipes to becoming a voiceover artist. Somebody desirous of becoming a voiceover artist or a corporate executive who wants to improve his presentation skills. My name is Anil and I'm a voiceover artist and voice coach. I've been a voiceover artist for 20 years and a voice coach for 15 years. You know where to find me. My website is voicebazaar.com. My contact details are all there. Give me a call and we'll work something out.